Back from the Digital Marketing Summit 2016 and lots of great takeaways. But I'm going to focus in on probably the top three biggest takeaways that I have following the two-day summit in Minneapolis from the Guthrie Theater. Great venue and some really good speakers really talking about content, user design, and kind of putting it all together into a marketing strategy. The first thing I want to focus in on content and some of the top takeaways, including, sponsored content is actually very acceptable, but people want the content to be relative to their needs, and those needs change by demographic and what they are doing at the time. And they also want it to be good content. So the practice of just putting out content for searches and for search and web traffic without having really a relative content strategy behind it, that isn't going to work anymore. So people are expecting quality content when they want to be entertained, informed, or learn more information. Also, a lot of the marketing strategies are focusing on creating the content, but you need to promote the content and amplify the content. And the general rule of thumb is that the content budget should be about 25% of your total budget. So if you're spending $10,000 to produce content, then you should spend about $40,000 roughly promoting and amplifying that content. Another thing is if you are spending time producing the content, you do need to spend time in social media avenues and across different platforms promoting that content and getting it out there. Pushing it out there, getting it a good head start is important. Second thing is marketing teams for both in-house departments and for agencies. They need to be more agile, and they need to have the three following components. They need to have thinkers, feelers, and doers. Thinkers are comfortable in data and the quantitative side. The feelers are people that know how to connect to the customer and the consumer groups. And the doers are people that actually implement the strategies. They're in the Google AdWords, they're doing the paid search campaigns, they're doing the paid social campaigns. Modern marketing teams and agencies need to go to this model where they've got more agility and people are thinking along the same lines and working together in that thinker, feeler, doer environment. Also, for the expectations of that content and what you're trying to produce from an agency standpoint, be engaged, be informed, be entertained, inspire, or get people to like your product. That's what they want out of good quality content. And then the third part, emphasized over many of the different seminars, mobile is no longer the future, it is now here, and everything must be done with mobile first. Emails are opened, a majority, reach the tipping point, over 50% of emails are open on a mobile device. More social network usage, Facebook, out of an average day, a user spends 22 minutes on Facebook, 16 minutes of that is on a mobile device, and mobile search and location targeting is all being done with mobile device and Google Business. So think mobily and really produce content that is done and websites that is optimized for mobily, and especially for producing pages that load fast and get into the search engines by being responsive. And the key thing with mobile also is that not only are people doing things mobily, they're doing it with multiple devices. So it's not just a smartphone. It may start on a smartphone, then they've got their Fitbits, and then they've got their tablets. Everything's about connectivity and getting that data across multiple devices. So those are some of my important takeaways with content, marketing teams, and the ability to go mobile from the Digital Summit 2016. Saw a lot of great seminars, speakers, really some ideas to kind of start the process and to hopefully come back and to develop some deeper thinking and some thought leadership with the team as we look forward to the end of 2016 and into 2017. Digital Summit Minneapolis 2016 from the Guthrie Theater.